What happens when pain reshapes the roles you play in your family? If you're struggling to maintain those precious family connections while managing persistent pain, you're not alone. Today, through three inspiring journeys of adaptation and discovery, you'll learn practical ways to strengthen your family bonds despite pain's challenges. And if this resonates with your experience, please like and subscribe. It helps others find this information when they need it most. Greetings. It's nice to see you again. And those here for the first time, you're very welcome. Today, I'm introducing you to Deborah, a 38-year-old elementary school teacher and the mother of two, whose life took an unexpected turn with fibromyalgia, a condition causing widespread muscle pain, fatigue, brain fog, and tender points throughout the body. The constant discomfort she experienced meant saying goodbye to playground adventures and energetic dance parties she always enjoyed with her kids. Initially, I felt like I was losing my connection with them, she shares. Her voice was soft and determined when she described her changes in her life. But what seemed like a limitation became a catalyst for deeper bonds, she was soon revealed. In her journey of adaptation, Deborah discovered new ways to nurture her relationship with her children. She created cozy reading nooks for story time and taught gentle crafts that she could handle more comfortably than the other kinds of activities she did, and had heart-to-heart conversations about resilience through her condition with her children. Now our connections are deeper than ever. We've learned that being present matters more than being active. Her children have developed remarkable empathy, often suggesting low energy activities that the whole family can enjoy together. So this was a real growing experience rather than a tragedy that their mom was compromised by her fibromyalgia. They learned how to grow and become empathetic. And like Deborah, Matt, a 42-year-old software developer, was working remotely, discovered that the pain could lead to unexpected transformations in his family. His diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis, an autoimmune condition causing painful joint inflammation and stiffness, challenged his identity as the rough and tumble dad he once was. The guilt was overwhelming, he said. I felt like I was failing my kids. He also went on to recall that sitting in his favorite armchair is where now he hosts family game nights. But you know what? Necessity sparked creativity. Matt and his four children developed new traditions, with elaborate storytelling sessions becoming their special time together. Through this journey, they discovered new dimensions of their relationship. What started as a limitation has become a gift of connection, he shared, watching his children set up their weekly board game tournament. Our family grew closer in ways I never expected. Now, Erica's path echoes both Deborah's and Matt's experience, but with its own unique challenges. At 35, this former physical therapist turned freelance health writer faced chronic back pain from failed back surgery syndrome. And the syndrome is where pain persists or worsens despite spinal surgery. It forced her to reimagine her role as a mother. Every task I couldn't do felt like I was letting my family down, she explained. But rather than letting this define their family dynamic, Erica went on to discover that involving her three children created actually a powerful support system for one another. She established ways for each child to contribute according to their abilities based on their age also, and was turning everyday challenges into opportunities for growth. And she found out that her children took pride in their new responsibilities, and evening activities evolved into precious bonding time as she guided them from a supportive position. She went on to explain that they became experts at finding joy in those small moments and celebrating our collective strength. Research in family dynamics has revealed something remarkable. When families face persistent pain together, they often forge emotional bonds that are more resilient than before. Studies suggest that the process of adapting to new limitations can spark creativity in how we express love and support, and it can lead to deeper connections and increased emotional intelligence among family members. You know, Hearing about these families and how they adapt and grow and grew, I noticed something beautiful, in the patterns of how they've maintained their connections. Let's look at Deborah's approach, to the open communication. Instead of hiding her struggles that many of us with chronic or persistent pain often do, she brought her kids into the conversation in age-appropriate ways. And it's amazing how children can understand and adapt when we trust them with our truth. And I also love how Erica handled family traditions. Rather than giving up movie nights because sitting was uncomfortable, she created a pile of soft cushions on the floor and made it even more special. And sometimes it's about finding that creative twist, that very special thing that preserves what matters the most to the family. And Matt's story really shows us something important about expectations. When he stopped measuring and pressuring himself to be the dad he thought he should be, I think many of us are responsible about thinking about our role as a parent and how maybe our parents were to us and how we needed to be the same way. Matt went on and discovered he could be an even better dad in new ways. His storytelling tradition actually created much deeper connections than the rough and tumble play that he did in the afternoons before he was struck down with the chronic pain. And what all these families have in common? Think about that. They celebrate the small wins. And I've often talked about that in my videos, about those small wins that we need to look at instead of the big things that we're trying to accomplish, because people viewing this show always want to be pain-free, and you're always looking for the pain-free. But how about those small wins? Those quiet moments of connection, those tiny steps forward, they matter so much. Whether it's finding a comfortable way to help with homework or discovering a new family hobby, every adaptation is a victory worth celebrating. So today, we've seen how 3 families transformed their challenges into opportunities for deeper connection. So in their situation, they learned, and how we all learn as we deal with persistent pain, is that persistent pain may change how we participate in family life, but it doesn't have to diminish the strength of our bonds. And that's important to think about. Sit with that for a moment, that you're still connected with your loved ones. So with creativity, communication, and care, families can adopt and even thrive in their new normal. You can find more videos on my channel about sleep and exercise and other aspects of family life with persistent pain. So it's bye for now, and I'm wishing you a comfortable week.